विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, आज आपल्याला टॉर्क, अँग्युलर ॲक्सलरेशन आणि मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया यातल्या रिलेशनवर आधारित न्यूमरिकल एक्झाम्पल सोडवायचे आहे. द एक्झाम्पल इज लाईक दिस. फाइंड द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ युनिफॉर्म रॉड ऑफ मास 6 किलोग्राम and length 100 centimeter rotating about an axis passing through its center. If 5 Newton force is applied at its end perpendicular to its length, then find angular acceleration. The given quantities in this example are mass of the rod 6 kilogram, length of the rod 100 centimeter, that is 1 meter, and force F is equal to 5 Newton. We have to find moment of inertia about center of the rod IC and angular acceleration alpha. हे उदाहरण सोडवण्यापूर्वी आपण हे उदाहरण समजून घेऊया. आपल्याला यामध्ये पहिल्यांदा काढायचं आहे रिलेशन बिटवीन अँग्युलर ॲक्सलरेशन अँड मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया. अँग्युलर ॲक्सलरेशन आणि मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया यांच्यामधल्या रिलेशनसाठी आपल्याला टॉर्क निर्माण करावा लागतो. माझ्याकडे एक सिस्टीम ऑफ पार्टिकल आहे. ह्या सिस्टीम ऑफ पार्टिकलमध्ये मी जर यावर फोर्स अप्लाय केला तर यामध्ये अँग्युलर ॲक्सलरेशन निर्माण होते. इफ अ कॉन्स्टंट फोर्स इज अप्लाइड ऑन दिस सिस्टीम, इट इज ॲक्टेड अपॉन बाय अ टॉर्क अँड इट हॅज अन अँग्युलर ॲक्सलरेशन. तर हे अँग्युलर ॲक्सलरेशन आणि टॉर्क यांचा संबंध मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शियाशी आहे. त्याचं रिलेशन आपल्याला डिराईव्ह करायचं आहे. दुसरा पार्ट आहे आपल्या ह्या एक्झाम्पलचा, तो म्हणजे मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ 3 युनिफॉर्म रॉड. माझ्याकडे एक रॉड आहे आणि हा रॉड याच्या सेंटरभोवती असा फिरत आहे आणि सेंटरभोवती जर रॉड फिरत असेल तर या रॉडचा मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया किती आहे याचा फॉर्म्युला आपल्याला आज डिराईव्ह करायचा आहे आणि त्यावरून आपलं उदाहरण आपल्याला सोडवायचं आहे. पहिल्यांदा आपण रिलेशन बिटवीन टॉर्क, मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया अँड अँग्युलर ॲक्सलरेशन अल्फा हे डेरिव्हेशन करूया. समजा ही एक ॲक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन आहे आणि या ठिकाणी काही मासेस आहेत M1, M2, M3, M4. They are revolving around the given axis of rotation. M1 is at a distance R1, M2 is at a distance R2, M3 is at a distance R3, and M4 is at a distance R4 from the axis of rotation. Just like this. या ठिकाणी हे ॲक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन आहे आणि हे 4 मासेस आहेत M1, M2, M3 आणि M4. आणि या ॲक्सिसपासून या M1चं डिस्टन्स आहे R1, M2चं R2, M3चं R3 आणि M4चं R4. आणि ही पूर्ण सिस्टीम अशी रोटेट होत आहे. जर या सिस्टीमवर फोर्स अप्लाय केला, कॉन्स्टंट फोर्स, तर या सिस्टीममध्ये अँग्युलर ॲक्सलरेशन निर्माण होते. सपोज दॅट अ फोर्स इज अप्लाइड ऑन द सिस्टीम, देन द सिस्टीम possesses कॉन्स्टंट अँग्युलर ॲक्सलरेशन अल्फा. तर आपल्याला याचं डेरिव्हेशन करायचं आहे. सपोज दॅट अल्फा इज द कॉन्स्टंट अँग्युलर ॲक्सलरेशन ऑफ द सिस्टीम, देन each mass is acted upon by force M1 is acted upon by force F1, M2 is acted upon by force F2, M3 is acted upon by force F3, and M4 is acted upon by force F4. We know that force is equal to mass into acceleration. Therefore, F1 is equal to m1 into a1. Also, we know that a relation between linear acceleration and angular acceleration, a1 is equal to r1 alpha. So, putting this value, we get F1 is equal to m1 r1 alpha. Similarly, the force F2 can be calculated. F2 is equal to m2 r2 alpha. Similarly, F3 is equal to m3 r3 alpha, and F4 is equal to m4 r4 alpha. If there are n number of particles, then the force on nth particle is Fn is equal to mn rn alpha. Now each particle, as it rotated, then it is acted upon by moment of force or torque. Moment of force or torque. Moment of force or torque is defined as torque is equal to magnitude of force multiplied by distance from axis of rotation. Tau is equal to F into D, or tau is equal to F dot D. Now using this formula for each particle of the system is acted upon by torque. F1 is acted upon by torque tau1 given by force F1 multiplied by distance of mass m1 from the axis of rotation, that is r1. Putting the value of F1, we get m1 r1 alpha into r1, or tau1 is equal to m1 r1 into r1 is r1 square alpha. Similarly, torque acting on mass 2 is tau2 is equal to m2 r2 square alpha. Tau3 is equal to m3 r3 square alpha, and torque on nth particle is mn rn square alpha. Total torque of the system is the sum of torque acting on each particle, that is tau is equal to tau1 plus tau2 plus tau3 up to nth torque on the nth particle. Putting the value of tau1, tau2 and tau3, we get tau is equal to m1 r1 square alpha plus m2 r2 square alpha plus m3 r3 square alpha up to mn rn square alpha. Now alpha is taken as common. We get m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus m3 r3 square up to mn rn square. Now this bracketed quantity can be written as summation mi ri square, I is equal to 1 to n. Therefore we get tau is equal to summation mi ri square multiplied by alpha, and this bracketed quantity is nothing but moment of inertia of this system of particle about the given axis of rotation, denoted by letter I. Therefore tau is equal to I alpha. Here I is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n mi ri square. हे सूत्र आपण तयार केलं रिलेशन बिटवीन टॉर्क, मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया आणि अँगुलर ॲक्सलरेशनचं. therefore tau is equal to I into अल्फा. आता आपल्याला कळायचं आहे मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ युनिफॉर्म रॉड. Moment of inertia of uniform rod. So let us consider a uniform rod of mass m and length L, mass m and length L, revolving about an axis passing through its center. Then each end of the rod is at a distance L by 2 from the axis of rotation. हे माझ्याकडे एक रॉड आहे आणि हा रॉड याच्या सेंटरमधून जाणाऱ्या ॲक्सिस भोवती असा फिरत आहे. तर ही झाली आपली सिस्टीम ऑफ रॉड रोटेटिंग अबाउट अन ॲक्सिस पासिंग थ्रू इट्स सेंटर. याचा मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया आपल्याला काढायचा आहे. मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शियाचा फॉर्म्युला आपण शिकलेलो आहोत. I इज इक्वल टू इंटिग्रेशन r स्क्वेअर dm, where dm is the small mass element and r is the distance of the element from the axis of rotation. Suppose that in this rod there is a small element of the rod. This element is of length dx and this element is at a distance x from the axis of rotation. Then we know that mass of rod is equal to m and length of rod is equal to L. Therefore, mass per unit length, it is equal to m by L. It is also called as linear mass density or linear density. Then mass of element dx, that is equal to dm, and it is equal to mass per unit length multiplied by length of the element dx. Mass of element dx is considered as dm is equal to m by L into dx, and this mass dm is at a distance x. So putting the value as r is equal to x and dm is equal to m by L into dx, in the formula I is equal to integration r square dm, we get I is equal to integration x square into m by L into dx. As m and L are constant taken outside the integration, m by L integration x square dx. Now here limit of integration means the value of x. Minimum value of x is from axis of rotation to the left side, that is minus L by 2, and towards the right side is plus L by 2. Distance measured on the right side is taken as positive and towards the left side is taken as negative. So we get I is equal to m by L integration limit minus L by 2 to plus L by 2 x square dx. Now we have to find integration. All of you know that the formula for integration is integration of x raised to n dx is equal to x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. By using this formula, x square dx, integration of x square dx is equal to x raised to 2 plus 1, that is x cube, divided by 2 plus 1, that is 3. So putting this value, we get I is equal to m by L integration of x square dx is x cube by 3, limit from minus L by 2 to plus L by 2. Now this 3 is taken outside, m upon 3L. Now putting the limits, there is one rule for substituting the limit. The rule is like this: upper limit minus lower limit. That means first of all substitute the value of upper limit and subtract it by putting the value of lower limit. Upper limit is plus L by 2, so putting the value of x as plus L by 2 is L by 2 cube, minus putting the value of lower limit is minus L by 2, So it is minus L by 2 cube. Now solving this, we get m upon 3L. L by 2 cube means L cube by 8 minus L by 2 cube is minus L cube by 8. Now I is equal to m upon 3L, L cube by 8 minus into minus is plus L cube by 8. So we get m by 3L, L cube by 8 plus L cube by 8 is equal to 2 L cube by 8. 1 L cancel, 2 is to 4 is 8. So we get I is equal to m L square divided by 3 into 4, that is 12. So this moment of inertia is about the center of the rod. It is also called as IC. Therefore IC is equal to ml square by 12. So we require this formula, so write down here IC is equal to ml square by 12. Now we have to solve our numerical example by using these formulas. First of all, we have to calculate the moment of inertia of the rod at the center of mass, IC. The formula is IC is equal to ml square by 12. Putting the value of m as 6, L is equal to 1 square divided by 12. So it is equal to 6 by 12 or 1 by 2, or it is equal to 0.5 kilogram meter square. Now we have to find angular acceleration. We know from this first formula, tau is equal to I alpha, but torque is not given in our example. We know IC and F. So there is relation between torque and force. Torque is defined as force multiplied by distance from the axis of rotation, that is tau is equal to F into D. Here F is equal to 5 Newton and D is equal to L by 2. D means distance from the axis. So here is the rod. This D is nothing but the distance, that means the half of the length of the rod from the axis of rotation. This is the distance. We have the force Fx. So torque is equal to this force. This pen is represented as force, and the distance of this force from the axis, that is distance D, and it is equal to half of the length. Therefore D is equal to L by 2. So putting this value, we get tau is equal to Fd is equal to I alpha. Alpha is equal to Fd upon I. I means here moment of inertia about the center of the rod, that is IC. So putting the value, F is equal to 5. Distance D is equal to L by 2 is 0.5 divided by IC we have calculated, it is equal to 0.5. So 0.5 cancel, F is equal to 5 radian per second square.